Hello friends. So this week we're going to resume with our Ready reading groups. This is for my fourth graders. You'll recognize the book. I sent pages that we've already read and also new stories home in your priority mailer. So what I'd like to do is start off with vocabulary practice. I've selected 10 words that we've had before, and I'm going to give you a little bit of space in times before I read the definition to see if you can try to remember what these words mean. You ready? Our first word is stalled. And for those of you in Inspire 3, you'll notice the ed past tense suffix. Today I stall, yesterday I stalled. So the root word is stall. And what does that mean as a verb, as an action, if you stall? Stall means to delay, to stop or slow down. We also spoke if it's a noun, person, place, or thing. A stall could mean a little booth, a small area at a fair or market where people can sell things. Also, it could mean, if it's a noun, person, place, or thing, a place for one animal, like in a cattle shed or in a stable. But how they were using it in the story, stalled would have to be a verb, and that is to deliberately slow down. Our next word is accurate. Do you remember what accurate means? Exact, without mistakes, accurate. Our next word is occur. If it occurs, it happens. When did that occur? When did that happen? Our next word is constant. If it is constant, it's happening all the time. It's happening regularly. This is a good word. Taunts. This will come up in everyday reading from time to time. It's a negative. Taunt. Taunts, to make fun of. Not very nice. Our next word is infer. If I infer, I'm giving information so that you would then conclude or know something based upon evidence or reasoning. So you make up your mind based upon the evidence. Profits. Profits. The money left over after all of the business expenses are paid out. Our example that we talked about in class, if you have a lemonade stand and you spend $15 on cups and lemons and everything else, and you make $12, do you have any profit? No. But if you spend $15 and you make $20, you would have a $5 profit. That's the extra amount after expenses. Well, this is a good one. Cause and effect. Cause and effect. One thing happens, so then, because of that, a second thing happens. Cause and effect. If I oversleep, I'll be late for work. And if the cause, maybe I stayed up too late. Cause and effect. The next one, well, this is a good one. Procedures. Procedures. The way you do things, the routine. Our example in class, what are the procedures to get ready for the day in the morning? Procedures. It's the steps taken to do something. And our last word, technical texts. This is actually the area that we're reading stories in right now, and that's where the term procedures came in. Technical texts are text, written words that tell you how to make or do something. Text that explains the procedures or steps. So every week we're going to go over some old vocabulary words. What I would like you to do for about 5 minutes a day would be to go in and pick one of your stories for about 5 minutes. Go ahead and read for fluency. Do you remember what fluency means? Super important. Fluency is the speed and flow in which you read. If you want to read for comprehension, which means reading for understanding, you want to have a nice, even flow. It's really important when you're reading for fluency that you stop at the periods, because the writer put a period in there to stop the thought. You want to be reading in thought chunks to better understand the story. What I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be starting our new story, Rhino Bank. I'm going to be reading this to you, and I'd like you to please follow along and listen. And I've set up our Ready Reading groups on every Tuesday. The 5th graders will be 12 to 12:30, and my 4th grade reading group with your materials will be 12:30 to 1. I hope you'll be able to join us. Right now I'm going to read the story, so please follow along. Making a Rhino Bank, written by Matt Kincaid. Lots of people have piggy banks. Here's how to make something different. A Rhino Bank. You will need a round balloon, newspaper torn into strips, a large bowl of paper mache paste, cardboard tubes from paper towels or toilet paper, and masking tape. You don't want regular tape because if you are putting paper mache on top, it won't stick. So that's why they're asking for masking tape or painter's tape. The blue painter's tape would work too. Reading paragraph 2, part 1. Blow up the balloon and tie a knot. Cut the cardboard tube into 4 short lengths and tape them to the balloon as legs. Roll some newspaper into the shape of a cone and tape it to the front of the balloon as a horn. Make sure the form looks like a rhino, not a pig. This is, after all, a Rhino Bank. Paragraph 3, part 2. Dip 1 strip of newspaper into the paper mache paste. Use your fingers to squeeze extra paste back into the bowl. Then stick the pasted strip over the balloon and smooth it out. Continue dipping and placing strips one at a time until you have completely covered your creation. Do not use any more paste than is necessary. If there is too much paste, the strips will not lie flat and might not stick to each other. Paragraph 4, part 3. After 24 hours or more, the paste will be dry and the shape will harden. Have an adult cut a coin slot in the top with a knife. The balloon will pop. You can paint and decorate your Rhino Bank if you want. A Rhino Bank is much better than a piggy bank. So parents, let me apologize in advance if your child wants to use paper mache. It's normally just a paste of flour and water. Sometimes they add a squirt of glue. You can go online if your student wants to make one. It is very, very messy though. They don't have to make a bank. This is an example of a technical text. So students, what I would like you to do before our reading group on Tuesday, if you would please go in and number the paragraphs and lines as we always do. If you would please underline any unfamiliar words. And when we get together on Tuesday, if you are able, that's when we will do the next page together. We will work on our strategies of process of elimination. And so please do not do the next page. Again, the Rhino Bank story is on page 42 in your packet. I hope you enjoy this story. I hope you read for 5 minutes a day for fluency. And as always, we will work on our writing tasks together. I would also like you to remember to do your iReady reading on the computer. 1 lesson a day, please. That would be 1 lesson for reading and then also 1 lesson for math. And if you're having any problems with your iReady computer lessons, please text me and I will see what I can do to help you. So if you are able, I will see you 4th graders for our Ready Reading Group 4 on Tuesday from 12:30 to 1. Have a good day.